In previous video, we have solved 5 different problems. Remaining 5 problems, let us continue in this video. Okay. Sixth problem, if p of x is equal to x cube minus 2x square plus kx plus 5 is divided by x minus 2. The remainder is 11. Find k. Hence, find all the zeros of x cube plus kx square plus 3x plus 1. Here two polynomials are given. On seeing the question, you might have got confusion, but it is very clear. This question contains two parts. In first part, you have to find the value of k from this p of x. That value of k we have to substitute in this, and from this polynomial we have to find the zeros. So this question is of two parts, two problems. Okay. First let us find the value of k. P of x is equal to x cube minus 2x square plus kx plus 5. Okay. Here they have given x minus 2. Here they are given x minus 2 divides p of x. It is linear equation, is it not? So we can get the value of x. X minus 2 equal to 0, x is equal to 2. Okay. As it is a linear, and if this linear polynomial divides p of x, means by remainder theorem we have p of 2 is equal to the remainder which they have given. Here it is 11. So write down here 11. Okay. Now substitute the 2 in place of x in p of x. 2 whole cube minus 2 into 2 whole square plus k into 2 plus 5 equal to 11. 8 minus 8 plus 2k. 2 cube is nothing but 8. 2 into 4 is nothing but 8. 2k plus 5 equal to 11. Okay. These two get cancelled. 2k equal to this 5 plus 5, on going to right hand side it becomes 11 minus 5. Is it not? 11 minus 5 is nothing but 6. So k equal to 6 into 2 becomes by. Is it not? 1 by 2. 6 by 2 is nothing but 3. So we got the k value as 3. So we completed the first part of question which they have asked. That is, they asked to find the value of k, which we have done. Now using this value of k, we have to solve the second question in this problem. That is, we have to find the values of this polynomial. So first substitute the value of k in this polynomial. P of x is equal to x cube plus kx square plus 3x plus 1. This is what they have given. This is equal to x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1. Okay. Now if you observe, it is of the form x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1. So this x can be written as x whole cube, is it not? Plus 3 into x square into 1, is it not? Because 1 cube is 1. So we can write this 3 into x square into 1, is it not? Then 3 into x into 1 whole square. 1 whole square is nothing but 1. So 1 can be written as 1 whole cube. If you see, it is quite similar to the algebraic identity, that is a plus b whole cube is equal to a cube plus b cube plus 3 a square b plus 3 b square a. Is it? This is equal to, this can be written as, in place of a you have x, is it not? In place of b you have 1. So 1 whole cube. Okay. X plus 1 whole cube. We must find zeros of this polynomial. So we have to equate it to 0. X plus 1 whole cube is equal to 0. So x plus 1 equal to 0, x is equal to minus 1. As it is whole cube, the values of x will be 3, is it not? X plus 1 is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 1, 3 times if you write, you will get x is equal to minus 1. They have given x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1. The degree, highest degree of this polynomial is 3. It is a cubic polynomial. So we should get 3 zeros. The 3 zeros are minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. So we have find all the zeros of this polynomial. We solved 2 problems in the same problem. Okay. Now let us go to 7th problem. Find the value of a and b so that x power 4 plus x cube plus 8x square plus ax plus minus b is divisible by x square plus 1. Okay. This is the problem given. So they asked to find the value of a and b if this polynomial is divided by x square plus 1. So first let us divide x square plus 1 using x square plus 1 this polynomial. Okay. X square plus 1 into x power 4 plus x cube plus 8x square plus ax minus b. Okay. Here x square is there, here x power 4 is there, quotient is 1, quotient is 1. So 1 into 1 you will get 1, so no need to write the quotient. Here x is there, here x power 4, so write down x here, 4, here 2, so 2 plus 2 you will get 4, write down 2. Now multiply this x square with whole g of x, you will get x square, okay, x power 4, x square plus 1 is nothing but plus x square. Now change the sign. Okay, these two get cancelled, here it is nothing but 0, right? So it is x cube plus 8 minus 1 is nothing but 7x square. Okay. Now this bring this ax here. Okay. Here x square is there, here x cube is there. Sign is plus, here plus. So plus x, because to 2 if you add 1 you will get 3, is it not? So I have written x. X square into x is nothing but x cube. Now multiply with g of x, you will get x cube plus x into 1 is nothing but x, is it not? Now change the sign. These two get cancelled. Here you will get 7x square. Here nothing is there means it is 0, is it not? So 7x square plus 0 is nothing but 7x square plus a minus 1 into x, because here quotient is a, here it is 1 and in middle there is a sign minus. So I have written a minus 1 into x. Okay. Now bring this b down, minus b. Okay. Here 7x square. Here quotient is 1, here quotient is 7. So if you write, sign is plus. If you write plus 7, 7 into 1 you will get 7, is it not? Here x square and x square. So the quotient there will be x power 0. So no need to write x power 0, it is a constant term. Now multiply with g of x, you will get 7x square plus 1 into 7 is nothing but plus 7. Now change the sign. Okay, these two get cancelled. Here it will be a minus 1 into x minus b minus 7. This can be written as a minus 1 into x minus of b plus 7. Is it not? This remainder have written as a minus 1 into x minus, I took minus common, and b plus 7. Now they have given that this polynomial is divisible by x square plus 1. They have clearly given it is divisible. It is divisible means remainder will be 0 when you divide with x square plus 1. Is it not? So, but we got the remainder as a minus 1 into x minus b plus 7. So, equate it to 0. A minus 1 into x minus b plus 7 equal to 0. Okay, did you got my point? In the question they have given find the value of a and b so that this is divisible by x square plus 1. This polynomial is divisible by x square plus 1. Use this condition and find the value of b. So the condition, if they give this condition, means if this polynomial is divisible by this polynomial, means the remainder should be 0. Is it not? So I have equated the remainder to 0 to get the value of x. Okay. Now observe carefully how I am writing it. My a minus 1 into x into b plus 7 into x. This 0 can be written as 0 into x. Is it not? Because 0 into x is 0 plus 0. 0 into x is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. So we will get 0. So this 0 can be written like this. Is it not? Now comparing the quotients of x and constant term. On both sides. Okay. Here a minus 1 is there, quotient of x is, here it is 1, here it is 0. So a minus 1 is equal to 0, you will get a equal to 1. Okay. Here it is minus b, minus of b plus 7 equal to 0. So this is nothing but minus b minus 7 equal to 0. So minus b equal to this minus 7 on going to right hand side becomes plus 7. So this is finally equal to b equal to minus 7. Okay. Multiplying minus on both sides, b becomes plus and minus becomes, here minus becomes plus, plus becomes minus. So I have written minus 7. So we got the two values of a which they asked to find in the question. Find the value of a and b so that this is divisible by x square plus 1. A value is 1 and b value is minus 7. Now let us go to 8th one. Eighth one, if a polynomial 3x power 4 minus 4x cube minus 16x square plus 15x plus 14 is divided by another polynomial x square minus 4, the remainder comes out to be px plus q. Find the value of p and q. They have given that if you divide this polynomial with x square minus 4, you will get a remainder with which will be of the form px plus q. So on comparing both the quotients of x and constant term, you will get the value of p and q. They have clearly mentioned in the question itself. Now let us solve. Here x square is there, here 3x power 4 is there. Quotient is 1 and here it is 3. So 1 into 3 you will get 3. So write down here 3. Here x is there, here x is there. Write down x. Here 2, here 4. 2 plus 2 you will get 4. So I will write down here 2. 3x square. I will multiply with whole g of x. Now multiply 3x square with whole g of x. You will get 3x power 4. X square into 3x square is nothing but 3x power 4 minus into plus you will get minus 4 into 3 is 12 x square. Is it not? So minus 12 x square. Now change the sign. Okay, these two get cancelled and here it is nothing means it is 0. So minus 4x cube plus 0 is nothing but minus 4x cube minus 4x square. Okay, now bring this term down. Plus 15x. Okay. Now it is minus, here plus, write down here plus, here x square, here x cube. So minus, here quotient is 1, here quotient is 4. So 1 into 4 you will get 4. Variable is x and the power here it is 3, here it is 2. So if we add 1 you will get 3. So the term here will be minus 4x. Now multiply with g of x, you will get minus into plus, minus 4x into x square is nothing but minus 4x cube, minus 4x into minus 4 is nothing but plus 16x. Now change the sign. These two get cancelled. You will get minus 4x square. Here it is minus x, and bring this term down, plus 14. Okay. Here sign is minus, here sign is plus. So write down here minus. Here it is 4 and here it is 1. 1 into 4 is nothing but 4. So write down here 4. Here x square, here is x square. So it is the constant term minus 4, because minus 4 into x square you will get minus 4x square. Now multiply with g of x. You will get minus 4x square. X square into minus 4 is nothing but minus 4x square. Minus into minus is nothing but plus. 4 into 4 is 16. Now change the sign. These two get cancelled. You will get minus x minus 2. Okay. So they said that the remainder will be of the form px plus q. Px plus q. So it is minus x minus 2. Now comparing the quotients of x and constant term. On both sides. Okay, you will get here p, quotient of p, x is p, here it is minus 1. So p is equal to minus 1. Here constant term is q and here it is minus 2. So q is equal to minus 2. Okay, so the values of p and q which they asked to find are p equal to minus 1, q is equal to minus 2. Okay, now let us go to ninth problem. Ninth one, if both x plus 1 and x minus 1 are factors of a x cube plus x square minus 2x plus b, find a and b. So here they have given two factors, x plus 1, x minus 1 for same polynomial p of x. By factor theorem, if you observe, this is a linear polynomial, this is also linear polynomial. So if this is a factor of this polynomial means p of 1 should be 0. Is it not, by factor theorem? Similarly, this is linear polynomial. If this is the factor of this polynomial means by factor theorem we have p of a, that is the p of 1 is 0. Okay. Now let us start the solution. We got the hint. Let us start the solution. Given p of x is equal to ax cube plus x square minus 2x plus b, and given that x plus 1 is a factor of x plus 1 and x minus 1 are factors of p of x. Is it not, of this p of x? So if x plus 1 is a factor of means, from as it is a linear we can get the value of x. Is it not? X is equal to minus 1. By factor theorem, if you substitute by factor theorem, what x plus 1 is a factor of p of x means p of minus 1 equal to 0. Is it not? So substitute in place of x minus 1 whole cube plus minus 1 whole square minus 2 into minus 1 plus b equal to 0. This becomes minus a plus 1 plus 2 plus b equal to 0. This is equal to minus a plus 3 plus b equal to 0. Okay. So minus a plus b equal to this plus 3 on going to right hand side becomes minus 3. Now multiplying both sides with minus, you will get a minus b equal to 3. So let it be 1. We got one equation. Now we have used one factor and we got one equation. We have to use other factor also to get another equation, that is x minus 1 equal to 0. So the value of x will be x is equal to 1. Okay. By factor theorem, if this is a factor of p of x means p of 1 equal to 0, is it not? So a into 1 whole cube plus a into 1 whole square minus 2 into 1 plus b equal to 0. Sorry, a into 1 whole cube plus the given equation is ax cube plus x square minus 2x plus b. So a into 1 whole cube plus 1 whole square minus 2 into 1 plus b. In place of x we have to write 1. So this becomes a 1 whole cube is nothing but 1, is it not? Plus 1 minus 2, 2 into 1 is 2 plus b equal to 0. So a minus 1 plus 1 minus 2 is nothing but minus 1 plus b equal to 0. So a plus b equal to minus 1 and going to right hand side becomes 1. Let it be equation 2. Okay. We got two equations, a minus b equal to 3 and a plus b equal to 1. You should solve these two equations to get the value of a and b. Okay. So from 1 and 2, a minus b equal to 3, a plus b equal to 1. Okay. If you add these two, these two get cancelled and you will get 2a equal to 4. So a equal to 4 by 2. This is nothing but 2. So we got the value of a as 2. Okay. First one we have done. Next you have to get the value of b. From 1, a minus b equal to 3. Is it not? In place of a, write down 2 minus b equal to 3. Minus b equal to 3 minus 2. Minus b equal to 1. Okay. Now multiplying minus on both sides, you will get b is equal to minus 1. So we got the value of b also. So we have solved the problem. We have found the value of a and b using these two factors for this polynomial. Okay. Now let us go to 10th problem. Calculate the perimeter of a rectangle whose area is 25x square minus 35x plus 2. They have given the area in terms of polynomial. Okay. As it is a quadratic polynomial, it can be expressed as a factor of two linear polynomials. Okay. So you will get length and breadth. If you multiply those two, length and breadth, this is the polynomial you will get. So first we have to factorize this polynomial to get the value of length and breadth. Given polynomial is p of x is equal to 25x square minus 35x plus 12. Is it not? So 25 into 12 is nothing but 300. Is it not? The factors of 300 are 15 and 20. Okay. 25 x square minus 15x minus 20x plus 12. Okay. 25 into 12 is nothing but 300. I will explain you how I got by using the multiplication trick, okay, which I explained in my channel. 2 into 1 is 2, okay. 4 plus 5 is nothing but 9 and it is 10. So one is 0, the other is 0, the other is 3. This is the value. I using the multiplication trick. I got this value 300. The factors of this 300 are 15 and 20. Okay. Because 15 plus 20 you will get 35, right? So I have taken 15 and 20. Okay. Now take 5x common. You will get 5x minus 3 minus 4 into 5x minus 3. Okay. So this can be written as 5x minus 4 into 5x minus 3. So we got two linear polynomials. One is 5x minus 4 and 5x plus minus 3. They have given that area of a rectangle is equal to 25x square minus 35x plus 12. This is equal to, we expressed as two linear polynomials. Write down here 5x minus 4 and 5x minus 3. Okay. So it is nothing but length into breadth. Is it not? So here length is 5x minus 4. Breadth is 5x minus 3. Okay. Now perimeter of rectangle we have to find, is it not? So perimeter of a rectangle is equal to 2 into L plus B. Okay. Here 2 into L is nothing but 5x minus 4 plus breadth is nothing but 5x minus 3. So this is equal to 2 into 10x minus 7. Okay. This is equal to 20x minus 14. Therefore, perimeter of rectangle is nothing but 20x minus 14, which they asked in the question. We have done it. Okay. Hope you have understood how to solve the problems, different types of problems which are given on the concept of polynomials division. Okay. If you thoroughly watch these problems in both the videos, you can solve any problem of division of polynomials. Please like, share and subscribe for more videos on more concepts. Thank you.